welcome to this video. I'm Molly, I'm your yoga teacher for the day. Today we're going to be doing just a little rundown and a few rounds of a sun salutation B or a Surya Namaskar B, both the traditional version and the Awakening Yoga Academy version. That's where I just finished my 200-hour yoga teacher training, so I think they both have their place. You'll probably see them both in my classes. The traditional one isn't very comfortable for many body types, so that's why this little variation, the remake that the Awakening Yoga Academy did, is really, really good. But you've probably never heard of it before, so I'm going to do a rundown here. That way if you see it in future classes, you'll kind of know what we're talking about. So grab your mat and we'll get started. In a traditional sun salutation B, you're going to start in Tadasana at the top of your mat. So just like the A, make sure you feel the weight shifting through all sides of your feet. You have a nice base of support. So you actually can heel toe your feet a little more narrow this time because we're going to be moving into chair pose. And traditionally that's done with a more narrow stance, but do what's comfortable for your body. Roll your shoulders down your spine. Take a nice deep breath. On your inhale, sit back into Utkatasana. So your hips sit back, your knees are stacked over your feet, arms reach overhead, biceps are framing your ears. This is our chair pose. Inhale here. Exhale, find a forward fold, belly to thighs, compress. Bend your knees as much as you need. Inhale, halfway lift fingertips to a block or shins. Crown of the head reaches forwards. Exhale, plant your hands, step, hop, float back through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog, just like your sun A. Those same cues apply. So the point is not to melt your heels down and have a really rounded spine. It's better posture for you to take a step back, bend into your knees, and stretch your spine longer. Now this is the tricky part for the sun B. It's a little fast paced and incorporates warrior one, which just kind of feels interesting in a lot of people's hips, but see how it feels for you. So from down dog, your inhale, you're going to step your right foot forward between your hands, swivel your left heel down, and reach your arms overhead for warrior one. So this is your warrior one from the front. Front toes are facing forwards, back toes are at an angle. You try to roll your right hip back, left hip forward. Okay, this is a big stretch for your left calf. And it's just kind of hard for people's pelvises to move this way at that pace. So that's your whole inhale. You got to get up to warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, lower through your chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, step your left foot between your palms, lower your right heel down, arms overhead, roll your right hip forward, warrior one on this side. We're going to take an extra breath here on this round, just so you can see what this shape feels like. Stretch your fingertips a little higher, lunge into your left knee a little more, send weight on the blade edge of your right foot, so you're not collapsing into your inner arch. Inhale, exhale, plant your hands, sit back, move through your vinyasa. So if someone says move through your vinyasa, what that typically means is lower down into chaturanga. You can always rest your knees on the mat. Pull your body through to cobra or upward facing dog, and then exhale, find downward facing dog. That's what we mean when we say move through your vinyasa. So anyways, find your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, rise up onto the balls of your feet, look forward. Exhale, find your way to the top of your mat, feet between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, send your weight into your heels, bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, press through your feet, find Tadasana. So let's move at pace there. From your standing position, inhale, chair pose, sit your hips back. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back, move through your vinyasa. So lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, left heel swivels down, arms overhead, warrior one. Big inhale, exhale, plant your hands, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, right heel swivels down, arms overhead, warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, move through your vinyasa. So lower down, bend your elbows, pull your heart through your shoulders, and then roll over your toes, send your hips high. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold at the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips low, arms overhead. Stretch your fingers long. Exhale, stand. Okay, so it definitely gets your whole body going, but just in a really fast pace with those warrior ones, I think. But practice it a few times, see what you think. Okay, so the Awakening Yoga Academy sunB is quite different, but I actually like it better. I like both Surya A's a lot. I don't necessarily like traditional sunB too much, so this one's a good option for you. So find your way into downward facing dog. That's where this one begins. We'll walk through it slowly the first time, and then we'll go at pace a little bit. Your inhale, you're gonna lift your right leg up, bend into your left knee. This is gonna power you forward. Make sure you look between your thumbs, and exhale, press off the ball of your left foot, curl your right knee into your chest to land it between your palms. Okay, inhale, we're gonna bend our left knee so it hovers off the mat. Double bent leg lunge. Okay, this is our inhale. So really a lot of activity through the right leg, through the right glute. Make sure your right knee is not collapsing in. And have a nice posterior tilt of your pelvis. So scoop your sit bones underneath you in order to stretch the front of your left hip. So from here, this is our inhale. Our exhale, keep your hips exactly where they are, but press through your left heel to straighten out your left knee to the best of your ability. So the point is to stay here and not to straighten up out of it, okay? That's your exhale. Then bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, start to shift forward over your right foot. Lift off into crouching warrior or bent leg warrior three. Let's take a breath here. Your right foot will be wiggling. You'll feel the weight shifting. Nice bend in your knee. Chest is reaching forward into your thumbs. Back of your left leg is engaged and you're pressing through that heel. This is your inhale. Exhale, straighten right leg, warrior three. Okay, so all we did is just straighten that right leg. Everything else stays similar. Inhale, control through your right leg, lower your left ball of your foot back to where it started, arms reach overhead. Exhale, your thumbs come to the base of your skull, elbows are pointing up, you're reaching into a back bend, and then inhale, expand your arms. Really open up through your chest. Create that back bend, good. Exhale, plant your hands to frame the right foot and rise up to three-legged dog. So right leg up to the sky. Inhale, pull your body through into upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Okay? And then we do the other side. So inhale, lift your left leg high, bend into your right knee. Exhale, power forward, left foot lands by left thumb. Okay, find a second to find that shape. Bend your right knee down. Inhale, we rise up into double bent leg lunge. Exhale, we straighten into right leg, keeping our pelvis right where it is, pressing through our right heel. Okay, so take a few breaths here to practice that. Find your deep double bent leg lunge on an inhale, and exhale, just slowly, easefully straighten into your right leg. Try to keep a little bit of posterior pelvic tilt. So again, if you picture your pelvis like a bowl, you're gonna pretend your bowl is spilling forward and you wanna prevent that, so you bring it back to center so you don't spill your water. Hands come to heart center. Lean forward into your left foot. Bent leg, warrior three or crouching warrior. Really active through your right heel, right hamstring lifting that leg up. Chest is reaching forward. And then exhale, you straighten into your left leg. Inhale, return to your lunge, nice and slow, arms come overhead. Exhale, thumbs to base of skull, look up. Big stretch on the front of your right hip. Inhale, open your hands, look back. Behind you, chest opens. Exhale, hands plant beside your left foot, and you lift up to three-legged dog. That's all in one breath. Inhale, look forward, pull your body through, tops of your feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so now we're gonna do one of those at pace. So one breath per movement, that way you can kind of see how the flow goes. So we find our downward facing dog. Give you breath to get there. Inhale, right heel reaches high, left leg bends. Exhale, pull right knee to chest, land that foot down. Inhale, double bent leg lunge. Left knee is hovering. Exhale, keep your hips where they are, straighten left leg. Inhale, hands at heart center, come through to crouching warrior. Exhale, straighten into right leg. Inhale, land the ball of your left foot, arms come overhead. Exhale, thumbs to base of skull. Inhale, open your heart. Arms extend, look behind you. Exhale, hands plant beside your foot, three-legged dog. Inhale, pull your body through, upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, downward facing dog. Other side, inhale, left heel. Lifts, right knee bends, exhale, power forward, plant your foot. Inhale, rise up, double bent leg lunge. Exhale, straighten through right heel. Inhale, hands to heart center, look forward, step into your left foot, crouching warrior. Exhale, straighten that leg. Inhale, plant your right ball of your foot, arms overhead. Exhale, thumbs to base of skull. Inhale, open your heart, big back bend. Exhale, frame your left foot, step it up, three-legged dog. Inhale, look forward, pull your body through into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice work. Take a little breather. So I just really like that second variation as more of a heart opener. It gets a little bit of single leg balance working in your warrior three, and then just some hip opening with the nice lunge variation. So I hope that gives you a little bit of stuff to work on, to go through, because some of our next classes may incorporate the awakening sun A's and awakening sun B's as opposed to the traditional ones. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.